Good evening, Roughneck community. How is it going? It's been a while since we've been down here, huh? Little bit, just a little bit. Let's adjust some things. Boom. Got two shows, watching. How's the sound? How's everything? It's been a little bit. A little bit. So, we started streaming 2 minutes ago. I actually burnt my top of my lip eating chicken fresh off the grill. Stupid me should think that I should let it cool down. But, hey, I'm not always the smartest person in the jar. Any case and scenario, this is Monday. And we got stuff to go over. And it's also RC related. So, RC related is always good. We're giving the stream a few minutes to kick in. Arc Wolf! Hey, that's hot. Yeah. Yep. It was, dude. It was very hot. I took the chicken. I was like, ah! And it went, psh! I was like, oh! That's what happened. So now my lip is missing skin. And it hurts. Just a little bit. I am getting things slowly rolling as we're waiting for people to come in to see what's going on. We're going to give it a couple minutes. Not a long time, because we have a lot of wrenching to do. That's right, you heard me. I said wrenching. It's been a while since I said those words, right? A little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit. But as we're getting things set up, we can unzip the magic bag. Hola! I got cars! Oh, look at all the cars! I have cars! Yeah. But they're cars. Did I say they were cars? They're cars. This is the Coyote Show. We need the, we're gonna need this. Because that one goes down in here, like that. And it fits right nice. I like it. We're gonna pull out the radio. Radio! And I'm not lying when I said it was K10 time. Alright, K10. Now, we can move this off to far reaches of the earth because we don't need that right now. Voila! My handy dandy K10 stand. Oof. How about that? We are gonna need the little white mat here. We'll need this. All these small little things. Going to have to do something with this mold pretty soon. We haven't gotten there yet. Hey, Argwolf, I'll trade your pain. I bet you would, buddy. I bet you would. Some electrolytes. You know, I really miss having coffee. I'm on day 3 without caffeine. No caffeine for 3 days. I call it the caffeine reset. Because I was relying an awful lot on caffeine. Not too good when you rely an awful lot on caffeine. Nope. Not too good there. Not too good. Alright, so we don't need to mess with any of this stuff. We'll be needing that at some point. But no, we don't need this. We're just getting organized here. We haven't been down here in a minute. We got this little tiny thing. Alright, so let's get the show rocking and rolling. Argwolf goes, I miss the days of walking and not hurting. I couldn't do it. Yeah. Yeah, no. I feel you, brother. You got a long road for recovery. I get it. This I do. I understand this completely. Oh, damn. These weren't supposed to be out. They're out. Everything's not where it's supposed to be. Everything's a mess. I've been working on my mess. Working on a lot of things, as you guys could see. Yeah, definitely walking without pain is a thing. Alright. So, without further ado, because I don't think we're going to get many people in here, we are going to get a crack-a-lackin'. Crack-a-lackin'. Move these batteries over to the side. So first up on business is we got stuff in. Oh, do we need music in the dance for the stuff? I think we might need some music in the dance for the stuff. Let's see, what are we going to do for music in the dance for the stuff? Let's see. I don't even know. There we go. Been a while. Got stuff, guys. Stuff. When you need it hot. Alright, enough of that silliness. Oh, I collect all these damn stickers I never use. I'm going to have to start throwing them all out. Don't ever use them. They all look the same. You've seen one pair, you've seen them all. They're skinnier though. I'm not sure if I'm going to like that. A skinnier tire. That's not really my forte. So we got 4 sets of tires here. Oof. I don't know what we're going to do about those. And we got some links from GPM Racing. Links. What we don't got, don't know if I have a wrench that will fit these tires. They're so freaking small. So maybe, probably not. Not even the smallest on this. I don't even know. This is not going to be easy. It's pretty small. These are so small I can't even see them. That's still too big. Well, we're dropping things. We don't want to drop things. Dropping things is bad. Dropping things is no good. Do I have anything smaller? Nope. 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 Wow. Damn, tiny, tiny, tiny things. I was afraid of that. We'll need a new tool set. This ain't gonna do it. Nope. Decisions. We gotta get these wheels off. So much narrower though. They're so small. Like, that's not what I wanted. Wanted something wider. Maybe we could just put these tires on these rims. If I can get them off. Because it needs a slightly wider stance. Stop freaking tipping over every which direction. Needs a slightly lighter stance. The art child. Hey, she goes, I like your shirt. Thank you. Ooh, RC stuff. Yes. Finally, RC stuff. Finally, small scale RC stuff. A lot less money than the big stuff. That's for sure. And I burnt my lip eating dinner, which is driving me nuts. I should have let my food cool down. Stupid me. But yes, we got RC stuff going on here. But we got to get these wheels off. Which is a slight problem. I don't know if I have tools small enough for that. Well, we guess we're going to have to go for a walk in my messy cellar. Let's take a walk. Alright, we're taking a walk. Yep, messy cellar. All sorts of projects going on. All sorts of things. Hey, you want to see Star Wars stuff. There's Star Wars stuff. Messy. Oh, look, we're over by the 3D printer things. We're looking in the drawers. We're looking. Maybe. Think that'll do it? I don't know if that'll do it. Maybe that'll do it. And back again. Archie, put some Vicks or... How tiny of a tool size I need for those wheels? A tiny, tiny tool. Hence, tiny, tiny tools. And they're so tiny I can't see. I can't see it. I know. Put my glasses on. Let's see. I got some really good optics over here. Maybe I can see with these, huh? Let's see. Not this one. There we go. I can't see the screen though. Dark. They don't have number sizes. I'm sure they do, but these don't. This is, well, actually, this is a 1/8. There's some writing in here. Shows I'm not paying too close attention. I'm monitoring too many things. So this is a 7/64. Ain't no do the job neither. No. So maybe we have to go bigger than 7/64. This is 3/32. And that's too big. So I think. Yeah, that's slippy. Shit. Don't want to strip these little bad boys out. Yeah. This set's useless. The set's useless. I think. But ha-has. We'll go super big. But they ain't gonna do nothing new. The closest I have is 3/32, and I don't know if 3/32 are gonna do it. Boy, so much. No, maybe I can make the one next size down go on it. Nope. Okay. Alright. We're gonna go take the truck over there. I do have these, but where are the rest of them? Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Too many tools, too many places, every which way. We don't need that on our head. No numbers. No numbers. No numbers for me. Those are tiny. I'm going to see if I have any others over there. Let's throw on some music for you. Let's put on whatever this is. Voila, I'm back. I'm back. But I don't think this is going to help me at all. We're going to go with the smallest damn thing in here, which I think is still too damn big. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Wow, nothing going right. Right? I should have checked all this earlier. But I was too busy doing other things. Like grilling on the grill, chicken, and burning my lip. And come on, you stupid thing. This is my field kit. My field kits, everything I have is for bigger than these little tiny trucks. These little tiny trucks. So I'm trying to think of what I might do about this situation here. Because I know that's way too big. And I had a bunch more of these, but I have no idea where they disappeared to. So, yeah, we got some heavier wheels. You know, we can these are glued on. Why would they do that? So small. Why don't I have something that works on there? Let's go to another toolbox, shall we? Like, damn. shit. Oh, where else would I put them? Where else could I put those others? Well, now what? I can't even put these links on, these pretty links right here, without getting through these damn tires. These damn tires are so tiny. That's what I had planned for tonight. Go figure. Come with some oddball size. Where's my pliers when I need them? Let's see. Oh, those are sculpting tools. Scissors. Wow. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do about this scenario. Pliers. Of course, they're upstairs. Do I have any down here? Everything's all over the place. Too many buildings. Cutters. Why? Why ask why? Don't know if this is going to work. Gonna try. I don't got nothing else to lose. Jesus. Alright, let's try tweezers. We literally are it's not grabbing. Not grabbing. I think I need smaller. If I need smaller, that means I have to go upstairs. Because my smaller ones are in my chainmail box. My chainmail box is upstairs. Let's go super lenses. Maybe I can see the situation here. That's big. That's way too big. Alright, so here's one of the problems of working on tiny stuff when you don't have everything for tiny stuff. Literally, this is the closest I have. All that does is spin around. Tiny stuff. Shoot. Oh, my brain. I'm gonna have to figure something out. I want to get this apart tonight. Because I literally can't do nothing if I don't take it apart. Which is not a good thing. Not a good. Well, maybe. I mean, that is so small. I ain't gonna work on that. Nope. Didn't think it would. Just figured I'd try it for ha-has. Where's my other wrenches? That's what I need to know, where my other wrenches are. Not small enough. Well, now what? I don't really have any ideas. I don't have the proper tool for the proper job. And me being a roughneck, I'm trying to think of any idea to get this frickin' tires off. They were supposed to send me with the tires. They were supposed to come with one. They didn't send me one. Stupid eBay. I mean, this stuff is tiny. If I can get a hold of it, but can't get a hold of it because it's like... Alright, we're gonna go get the other pair of pliers. Means I have to go upstairs. Upstairs I have to go. Because this... No work, Dr. Jones. No work. Ha, Arkwolf, what's the size? Dude, I couldn't tell you what the hell the size is. It's freaking tiny. You have one of these. I don't know even know what my instructions for this thing is. Like, I miss the days that all these trucks came with tire wrenches. Especially this, because like that's so small. Like, why would I have that? Like, all my stuff is big. That's right. I have big stuff. I pack it well. Fuck. This is not entertaining to watch because I'm sitting here trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to do now. The K10 was the plan. The K10 was the plan. Yep, it was. I had to go upstairs and get my chainmail box that has smaller pliers. And if that don't work, well, damn, this is going to be a really short stream. All right. Well, these are much smaller. Maybe. I want to use the bigger ones before the smaller ones. These is this. I don't know. I don't know. Give me the smaller ones. Don't know. We got movement, I think. We got the movement. But this is a bear to do it this way. That means they weren't on tight that to begin with. If I can turn this like this. That's what happens when you don't have the right tools. Am I gonna get it? Is it gonna come off, or is it just spinning? Stupid little thing. I have no idea what size this thing is. Tiny. Aha! We got it. We got it. It's that small. Can you see it? Can you see how small that is? Let's see. Stop focusing on my face. It's tiny. And they're plastic. Aha! We got the wheel off. We got the one wheel off. Only a gazillion more to go. Let's see if this will even fit before we go do all this, because, you know, this was an eBay special. Said it would. Yep. Yes, some. They will fit. They will fit. But we need to take all this apart. So we need to get the rest of these off. Doing it this method. The method. This is not the way to be doing this, but this is what I got. Switch over to these ones to get it started and get to those. Oh, dang it. That's gonna suck. We are doing it. Now, this is going to take longer than what I thought to get these off, but voila, number 2. We got 2 off. Boop, boop. We got 2 off. Boop, boop. And I used to think the 124 scale was bad to work on. These things. I didn't give up. Where there's a will, there's a way. Literally, these were like my last best hope. My last best endeavor, guys. I suggest if you're going to work on these, you get one of these magnet mats. Preferably white so you can see. Woohoo! And they're literally plastic. They're not nothing special. So be careful with them. One left to get. One left to do. One left, can't you snooze? If you're just joining, I don't have the proper tool for this. So we are doing with the Refnuck way, we are literally making something work. So we can work on it. Because all my upgrades require me to take off these tires. Arc Wolf, great new tools. Yes, yes. We need new tools, Arc Wolf. If you're gonna work on these, we gotta find a toolkit that's made for these little things. More money, I know. Black Stripe. What's going on, man? You say you're gonna hang for a few? Cool. How was the other day when I set up the throne? You mean the other event? It was alright. It's a whole different feel. That was alright, my friend. I got invited back. Which is awesome. And had some good publicity, which you should know, like having publicity is a good thing. And may or may not have gotten another gig out of it. I haven't heard back from them yet. So that is where I stand at. A different feel. Well, all right. So, Renaissance Fair is a different feel than a Comic Con. I can't quite explain it, but the Comic Cons, like, the atmosphere is slightly different. So the type of people that you are catering to are slightly different. Then Ren Fair people are a different vibe altogether. And our child, yeah, definitely. You can come with me next year. I have no problem with that. I actually hoping to find out my schedule so we can hang out this coming weekend. I'll find out tomorrow when I go to work. If you guys didn't know, I got myself a new part-time job. So to help pay for the bills. Because your boy here was getting kind of low on money. Arc Wolf, your 30 is gonna mostly stay stock. Um, yeah, but you're gonna have to mess with these little tiny nuts if you're gonna put any kind of brass wheels on it. So I hope it, for your sake, they send you the tool with it, because these literally showed a picture with the tool coming with it, so I didn't have to do this. What else we got? With objectives, yeah. Um, Lecture Pro, glad to hear about the job. Yeah, I kind of really need it, man. Makes it hard to live life when your income level is so low when you're used to making a lot more. Makes it hard for a lot of things, even just to keep the throne going, because there's a certain amount of expense when it comes to the throne. And these gigs, they're not for free. Like, I have to pay for my spot, so that has to come from somewhere. Well, we got them off. We got them off. Damn it. I should have got them off. We got to open up this little box of trinkets. Box of trinkets here. Some more tiny, tiny screws that I probably don't have the screwdrivers for. And I literally have really tiny, tiny sets of screwdrivers. These are eyeglass sets. They're made for repairing eyeglasses. How do you get any smaller than that? I guess you can. Like, tiny, 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 tiny stuff. So, these, nice stiff. Haha, yeah, that's right. I said it was stiff. Are links. And it's a link set. And I go for making this so it stays more planted. Black stripes, so you change per photo? I mean, oh, sorry, my glasses, no glasses. So I charge per photo. Yes, yes, yes. You get, well, it's, you put a tip, what you think is worth to you in my box, and it's up to me to decide whether you're going to get more than one photo. Generally, I rapid fire, especially if you're dealing with children, because children move around a lot, so you have to rapid fire to catch the right moment. I generally average about 2 to 3 photos in the chair, um, per customer. So they can get the long way, and then they can go the vertical way, and then they'll get one other with one other pose. But it also depends. So the art child, in my opinion, yeah, Thank you. I couldn't think of the differences. But yeah, you're right. You're right. One is creative freedom and one is historic accurate. I fall in the gray zone with my exhibit, depending on what you want to believe. Because I do Game of Thrones stuff. Um, I actually have that size. Take and unscrew the stuff. So yeah, vending is a completely different thing. I'm not a vendor. Um, I can't. So the the throne is sort of a set piece. How can I put it? I put it. I title it "The Throne is an interactive experience." You come to the throne to get me in character, depending on what character I'm playing that day. Most times it's Damon. We might switch that out next year because I miss my dark hair. Blackshine Pro, I can't really answer that. I, I'm so Fall Fair. I'm part of KLG. I'm literally part of KLG. So I'm part of Jeffrey's group. Robin Hood. That's a different ball game altogether. So I can tell you what the going rate normally is. The going rate to have a spot if you're a vendor is like $500 for the run. That I know because I have a lot of vendors that are my friends. My like the lady says, summer fair, I'm with her. The Earthchild, they upped the rates this year. Yeah, I actually turned down a gig happening in April in Torrington. So, not that it wasn't for a good cause. I'm just not ready for it. My tent's not ready for it. And it was a 1 day gig, so I actually couldn't do it. I told him maybe next year. It's a small Ren Fair, 1 day Ren Fair in Torrington. I felt bad about turning it down, but I'm not ready. I have a lot of work to do still to get ready for Robin Hood, and to have something right in between that, there's no way I can do it. Working on this tiny screw because everybody likes a tiny screw sometimes. I don't like tiny screws. I like good long screws. No, I literally don't know how the hell I'm going to get this thing off this thing. Let me see. I undid that. I should have bought shocks while I was at it. I didn't know I had to go take everything apart. Everything. Tiny screws. Damn tiny screws. Vendors pay $500 for like 4 days. Yeah. That's not happening. Oh, crap. That fell. That fell. Of course that fell. Like the city ordained art shows are even higher. You gonna. It's a gamble. All of it's a gamble, guys. Like. And when you're gambling. Holy cow. How many of these do I gotta take off? Let's see. These two will be up front, I think. These four are in back. Yeah, so these four in front. I gotta take out this bloody car hole all apart. Okay. Dang it. That's why they gave me all the screws. As of right now, I'm in talks with a Comic-Con that's going to be at Springfield, Mass. And they're a new Comic-Con, so I'm trying to work out something with them. I have 5 gigs, so 3 fairs and 2 Comic-Cons would be 5 gigs. And that's more than plenty for me at the moment. will eventually maybe go to Maine with the throne, but not this year. The This is why these are flimsy. That's why we're changing them over. But I need the shocks, and everything's stuck. And these aren't the greatest shocks in the world. They're so small. They're so small. This might be a multi-stream thing because, yeah, the shocks don't even want to come off. I gotta figure this out. That sounds like a blast. City ordinance or show. Why? So like for a season. Weather? Yeah, especially wind and rain and temperature not being friendly for me to paint my backdrop, my walls. Hence, which is wind always is bad. Yep. But they have shelters at Lebanon. Uh, really, really. Tell that to my poor tent that got blown down 3 times last year. Their shelters are for patrons. The people like me, like our child, who actually brings something, we actually can't leave our spot. We have to. I have to, unless they order evacuation, which they don't. I literally have to stand my ground with my tent, even in the worst conditions, if the fair is open. Doesn't matter. If I close my doors, they will find me. It is it is kind of how that works. Stupid thing. Smaller. So are the Arc Wolf are the new. All right, so let me catch up. Our child, what shelters exactly? Black Stripe, really? Where did they put you? I'm on top of the hill in KOG in Lebanon. Arc Wolf, are the new tires weighted? The new rims are weighted. They're brass, but they're really skinny. I'm not sure I like these. We'll try them. Don't like them, I'll have to get more. You know the song and the dance that we play with RCs. But man, I don't know if I want to take this thing apart again. That's a problem. What the hell? So damn tiny. I don't know which one is which. That I can't tell. I can't even feel it. Yes, you're required to be open even if you're sick, even if you're dying. You're required to be open. It's part of it. You could be freezing cold, uncomfortable as hell, and you still gotta be open. It's partially why I need something smaller. Shit. Oh, shit. Well, I got the wheels off. I don't know about the rest of this crap. It's really a pain in the butt. There should be. Oh. Come on, there should be a. Really smaller than that? This is probably too small. What? Haha, part of the deal. Yep. They charge you if you close. Yep. Alright, Chad, do you like those tires? What, these ones? The tires or the actual rims? You need someone to tag out. Yes and no. Okay, so you got to remember the business strategy here. Everything comes into your bottom line. So the fuel, the setup, your man hours all play into your overall. I don't know what you plan on selling, but the you would have to make that plus the $500 back. So you're already starting out in the red, what I call the red, and you have to make that money back before you see profit. Not to mention, like with me, there's daily expenses. Literally, I have to, at the end of the day, touch up the chair every single weekend. Glue, paint, things like that. So it depends what your gig is. If you're going to sit there and go play a guitar, which I know you can do, but there's so many people that do that, a lot of musicians, that's a different story. As being an entertainer, that's a different story than a vendor. You should always have someone that you can call in case of emergencies that can run your gig. In my case, there's not very many people can do what I do. So the list is really small in my case because I bring acting in and I do it with an accent. And you got to know Game of Thrones lore. You can't not know Game of Thrones lore to run the throne. People are going to ask you things. There's literally like two, maybe three people in a pinch that I can call on. So, I don't know why this stupid screw. Whatever. Just take the whole thing apart. tiny stuff. Really. So it's not that one. Not that one. That was too big. That's what she said. I've lost track of the conversation here. Our child, the brass and gold. Yep. That's the ticket to keeping this thing from rolling over. Back stripe. Could one hire, say, an actor for that part? No. Once again, I need to make profit. You're assuming that we make a lot of money at fair. What you're not seeing is the business side of things. And an actor would have to know the lore. Like, so. What happened here? Stupid thing. Why is this freezing? An actor would have to know the lore. And no, I will not hire anybody. Like, every person's different. If you're gonna see $10,000 for the fair run, then go ahead if you want to spend the money. But you gotta also remember you're responsible for their actions when they're not. The throne is a very different entity. It's not like you get a break. You're there 16 hours a day on your feet. You don't get to sit down. You don't get a break. You're working the crowd. If you don't work the crowd, the throne doesn't do what it needs to do. You have to work the crowd. You have to bend a knee. You have to crown people king and queens. You really, it's, for me, I can't just hire anybody. I have to train the person. And then the person has to go and watch all of Game of Thrones. Because you don't know when a patron comes up to you what they're going to sideswipe you with. It happened to me at Con. And luckily, I didn't know the answer, but the person that is one of my Mandalorians, she knew the answer, and she held that conversation. But like, they will come at you. They will go as far as talk to you in High Valyrian language. Like, is the way people talk. Ark Wolf, we're not talking about you. You're out of commission. I can't use you. You busted your knee. You got to have a replacement. I can't. I can't use you if you can't stand long periods of time. We'll revisit it after your surgery and see how you're doing. So, Yeah, like I said, the throne is something different. The throne, my whole setup is an interactive display. It's like walking into an interactive museum. Have you ever been down south? Have you ever been to New Orleans to the Wax Museum and their Hearts Breathe and stuff? My thing is you can touch and feel everything. You are literally walking into like a movie set when you're at my thing. And you are greeted like the rest of the fair doesn't exist. Like the only thing that exists is my little spot. When you come to the throne, you are in Westeros, and that's the whole gig. Meaning that you don't get to meet Michael, you get to meet Daemon Targaryen. You don't get to know me, you get to know Daemon. It's a photo op, but it's an interactive photo op. Meaning I will scream "Long live the Queen" at the top of my lungs. You weren't there last year, you have no idea, but like a lot of you can hear me, hear my voice will travel. You will hear me in the Highlands from way down below. You can't. My thing is not is a completely different creature than what everyone else's business model is. Because technically, I'm not a business. So I am entertainment. I am a photo op, and I bring props that cost me a lot of money. I build things, and they're allowed to take pictures with them. And it's up to them what it's worth to them. They put a tip in the box. That's how it works. They decide what I'm worth, and they put it in the box. Some people that's $20. Some people that's pennies. And you just hope at the end of the day you walk away with money. All right, our child. I'll see you soon. Black Stripe Pro. So your spot in Game of Thrones canon? Yes, sort of. Sort of canon. I play a character that's canon. Daemon Targaryen is canon. If you know the lore, Daemon Targaryen is a big part of House of the Dragon. Daemon Targaryen is the character I play. Now, the throne is canon. When you walk into the throne, you are literally in the throne room. You are, and when you take the seat of power, you are now king or queen. And that's how it works. I am in character. I have to act like Daemon Targaryen. That's all there is to it. Like that stopped before. You mean like that stopped you before with your knee? Yeah, but dude, man, like you're my friend. Like I know it doesn't stop you, but seriously, man, like fall fair is far away. We'll see. Maybe you'll have your surgery by then. Maybe you won't. Maybe you won't be able to walk. Maybe you will be able to walk. I I don't. Man, I don't know what size screws are in these damn holes. You can't see them. You can't feel them. You can't. What the hell? I don't like this stupid little truck. This is why I don't play with little trucks. How? You can't detach the shocks. You can't do this. Like they're stuck. You can't. It's like you have to change everything. Like crazy. So, yes, canon, I am. I am literally Daemon Targaryen. Love me, hate me, whatever you want. But that's my character. This is why they give you a bunch of screws because you can't. But then I'm going to have to buy shocks. I'm going to have to get shocks now. I'm not even going to be able to run this truck. And I thought this was supposed to be simple. Why is this so not simple? What the hell? What's on there? I can't. They got one of those little metal lockers. Is that why I can't remove the shocks? Why the hell would they do that? Little locking freaking things. And how the hell am I going to get that apart? Any case, I'm slowly taking this damn thing apart. Alright, child. Never mind. I'm here till they log in. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I know you're a busy girl. I know. I know. I don't know how far I'm going to be able to take this thing. Like, mm, how can I take this off? Why wouldn't they just stay with the same consistent size of screws would be nice. Not do different size screws. Stupid thing. There's such a small differences. Like, oh, I'm working on the rear and that's the front. And I wanted to change the front. Jesus. Nope. Nope. Well, just keep taking it apart, I guess. At this rate, I'll have to buy a whole nother one. Blackstripe, you're curious. It's alright to be curious, man. That's how you learn. That's how you learn. It is not as easy as one. Like honestly, like you gotta love fair through and through to do it. Like breathe it. Like it is your air. Like because it is such a commitment. Think about it, man. Like they keep extending it too. Like Robin Hood is now 7 weeks long, and Fall Fair is now going to be 9 weekends long. That's a big commitment. That's most of your weekends. Like so, you really have to love it to be on the other side because being a patron is different. When I was a patron, I just come and go as I please. As a entertainer and a photo op, I don't have that luxury no more. I have to be there. No matter how I feel, wake up in the morning, no matter if my leg falls off, no matter what, I have to be there. So, for you to go, and they're long, painful days. It's fun, yes, and you're around great people and all that, but at the end of the day, you're exhausted, your feet hurt, your back hurts, everything hurts, and you gotta go home, take a shower, put food in your belly, and come back the next morning 2 hours before they open the gate to make sure everything's up and running. That's why it's like 16 to 18 hour days that you put in every day that the fair is running, no matter what the weather. And if a storm hits and your tent goes down in the middle of the night, you got to go even earlier to set it back up. And you better hope your exhibit didn't get destroyed. So, if it's something that you truly love, then by all means. But if it's not something you truly love, then I would say stay a patron. Come visit all of us people. We'll entertain you. You can get your videos. Because I can't shoot videos while I'm working the throne. And have a great time. The art child. I love working the fair. I know you do. So do I. I mean, I feel like the leg falling off is a valid excuse, though. Yeah, yeah. But you gotta remember, I'm part of KLG. So you stick a sword through me and I'm still gonna perform. Well, see you guys soon. Kiddo showed up. Alright. Enjoy teaching. Blackstrip Pro. I'll just Patreon, but I'm better educated now. Yeah. There's a lot of things you as a patron aren't aware of, and that you will never be aware of. But as far as the hardships of performing day in and day out, you really have to love it. And YouTube, you might as well not even bother while you're working the fair. Like, I literally do not stream YouTube unless I break. I stream generally every day now. But I will not be streaming during fair season. It is what it is. There's not enough time in one's day. I do not have enough energy. If I do stream, it'll be very short and it'll be like Monday nights only. And even that, can be interfered by fair. So that's that is the hard part. Like everything else in your life stops when fair's on. You can't, you know. Well, I got the forearms loose, the shock's loose, but they're not off the stupid screw thing, and I don't know why, and I don't know what's going on with that. And I don't know why I can't take the skid off. And they're using super tiny for these upper links. Super tiny right here, super tiny. Like, oh my god. What? What? What a mess. Literally, what a mess. I can't do that. The freak. It's even smaller than that. Like that's it. That's like. Okay, for all you SCX K10 fans out there, before you go and buy your upgrades, make sure you buy some freaking tools. Hey, I just noticed something. What did you notice, buddy? Blackstripe Pro says he noticed something. Dang on. Computer. Is that? I don't even know what that is. It's so small. Why would they do that? Different sizes. They're killing me here. That's crazy. All right, Blackstripe Pro. I'll see you around. Keep the faith, brother. I don't know, guys, on this SCX1030 thingy, bumper. I need to put some light on the subject. We got some light. Yeah, we got fancy tools now. Never thought I'd have use for this thing. Cousin gave it to me. Blackstripe Pro, Stream Vertical will put you in the Shorts live stream and get you better exposure. Really? That I didn't know. Let's see. Crank up that light bright as it can go. It's a light. Give me one moment. See if I have anything else brighter. Damn it. Well, it's about as much illumination as I can get. Much as illumination as I can get. Here. Let me see. I don't even think these are Allens. I can't get it. They're smaller than that. I can't believe they did that. So they have, some things are Allens, some things are screws, Phillips screwdrivers, and they're really, really tiny. And that's why I've been fighting with all these arms, because they were not an Allen. And I'm sitting there trying to put an Allen key into a Phillips head. And they're really, really small. Alright. So, squishy, squishy. We're making progress, but very slow progress. I don't know why they did that. You know, Vanquish wouldn't have done that. Vanquish needs to come out with a 30. I don't care if it's $300. I'll pay for it. How long have we been streaming for? Wow. Well, that's good. Do they even make a set of tools that's just for these little tiny freaking vehicles? Come on. Little tiny screws. Okay. Front end's kind of out. Jesus. Oh, don't tell me that's stripped. Don't tell me that's stripped. That's no bueno. Jeez. What am I going to do? I think that might be stripped. That's not going to be good if I can't get that out. Or that was really small. Like, smaller than that. Oof. This is going to be a headache. We now got 3 watching. Those are out, I think. I'm taking the whole pan out. I can't. That's what I had to do. Take this side off too. Dang it. Literally taking everything apart. Don't know if this is going to get finished tonight. That's for sure. This is a lot to undo. Alright. Arc Wolf, yes they do what? I've lost completely track of the conversation. Oh, there's that side panel. There's the battery. There's all the electronics falling out. Just to get into this thing. I think this one's stripped, which is not good. Which means I'm not going to be a happy camper. Well, the rest of these are coming out. We're going to have to do some research if we're pulling it this far apart. What kind of research you think? We're going to have to rethink our life decisions on buying one of these. Holy man. This is supposed to be just simple. Why is it so complicated? Damn it, axial. Arcweb, yes they do. What, Vanquish? Is that what we're talking about? No, must be a delay. Yes, Vanquish needs to come out with one of these. Yep. That's where I'm at. I have one screw that I can't get loose. Oh my gosh, really? 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 We are... I can't believe I'm taking this far apart. Yeah. What the hell? What the hell? Come in pieces. Arkwolf, yeah, they do a toolkit. Yeah, you might want to get one of those. Save you all this headache. Because now I have the frame completely apart and pile of pieces here. And here's the problem when these damn screws are stripped. These damn little screws. Alright, so we have to unhook things now. We have to unplug this motor. Come on, baby. Boom. We started out with the truck and now we ended up with a pile of parts. Yep, that's what happens. So we're probably going to have to order a new skid. That's probably going to have to happen because these screws are so small. It's like... And since we're at it, we're probably going to have to order new shocks. It's too bad. I really like this little tiny truck. Maybe I'll have to make my own skid, my own everything. Roughneck can't leave anything alone, can he? We had a truck. Now it's in pieces. These two screws right here don't want to come out. Now we switch back to an Allen. This little light puts out a lot of heat, keeping me warm. It's getting cold out. I can feel it. Alright, so we're going to keep the front axle or the rear axle, whatever axle that is. That's the rear axle. Probably not going to keep the motor. We're probably going to change that out too. Probably. I gotta get these screws out. I don't know why they don't want to come out. Alright. I guess we take the transmission apart. Because thousand different size screws here. 2 of them are stripped. How to start off with a truck and end up with a pile of parts. Well, rocking and rolling here. I don't want to eat something again. Come on. Disconnect some of it. Okay. It has to be a way I can get those other screws out. Alright, so there's that, and that's what it looks like. Now we switch back to Allen, because we're going to take this out. I guess we don't have to take that. Then we got that little worm gear. That with these two stripped. I gotta get them out. I don't know. Maybe this can get a little better bite on it. If not, we're gonna have to order up a brass one and some shocks. Nope, that's not gonna fit in the hole. Maybe I could put some pressure on it. Jesus. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Those are really stripped. I can't get to them. That's all I got. That's all I got. I can't get these apart. That means I have to order more parts. And that means this project for tonight is dead in the water. because I'm gonna have to do some research. If I'm changing out the skid, I might change all this out. I mean, this is just plastic. I mean, let me undo these lights, undo this battery. Okay. What do you all think? Should I do some research? Figure out what I really want to do with this truck? This was supposed to be simple. Didn't expect to run into things that were stripped. Is there any way? Well, those are all Allens. I don't have a lot of Phillips stuff. Everything's for... I don't know. Maybe... I don't think I can get this in there, but maybe I can get this flathead to grab something from in there. Nope. Nope. Alright, so I have 2 strip screws that I can't get out of this skid. And these 2 shocks, for some reason, I don't know what the heck is on the end of this screw, but I can't even reuse those. So, note to self: buy lots and lots of upgrades. We're going to go look at the wonderful world of the web to see what we're going to purchase. And I do believe this concludes the K10 scx30 upgrade, because now we definitely have to upgrade everything, because this, no bueno. God. And all I wanted to do was change out some arms and add some wheels and tires. That's all I wanted to do. Instead, I'm sitting here going to have to rebuild this whole truck. Unexpected. but entertaining for you guys. So, the art child has returned. Whoop whoop. Look who's in the house. My girl, the art child. She's doing all the things, getting it going. You have returned, baby. Yes, you have. In full-fledged. And you just returned to find me sitting here with no truck. With issues that I can't fix. Because the screws are stripped inside there. And I can't get them out. So literally, this whole fiasco of a stream, this turned into be. So I have no truck. I have a bunch of parts that I can't reassemble because things just didn't go my way. Yeah. Damn it. Forever breathe. So do you have to rebuild it? I switched accounts. Yes. But I can't do it tonight. Because I have to literally go on the internet. And since this is an issue and I have to replace this, we might as well make it a pretty brass one, right? Because I can't take this apart. I've tried so many times to get these out. They're not coming out. I mean, I can... Ouch. Try a different screwdriver. But I don't even know if that's going to work. Oh. This kit is really for out in the trails. I'll try this. I'll try this, but this is my last shot. This is a brand new set. I don't think it's grabbing. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, I'm not gonna ruin this. Need that for when I'm out on the trails. Literally a brand new set. Okay, that's where we're at. What the hell? Go through there. So do you have to rebuild? Yeah, I got to rebuild. Late night problem solving. You got this. I'm about to put together a shelf, but I'm listening. Girl, you're going to be putting together a shelf without listening to me? I can't get those out. They're stripped, and they're in so deep. They're in deep. Not really sure why. I'm really trying. Save this because that's money I don't have to spend right now. And I can't even get in there with that. And I can't get in there with this. And I can't get in there with anything. It's just not. Let's try something unconventional. Don't break my favorite sculpting tool. Nope. And I can't be up late. I got work in the morning. Real early. So come on. Just grab something. That's what this little light here is for. Use a bigger one maybe. I can grab something. Nope, won't even reach it. Ha! Late night problems having. Oh, then get a journal and write your ideas and go to bed. I can't text you because my phone is dead, and I kind of like it right now. Peaceful. Yes, I get it. It's peaceful. Your phone is dead, and absolutely. And yeah, I mean, I literally cannot do anything to take this thing apart because it would involve breaking it. Because I can't. The screw heads are stripped. So the only option to screw heads is to drill it out. And if you drill it out in a plastic part where it actually screws into plastic into here, and that's a really tiny drill. That's like, I don't even know if I have a drill that size. So we're not drilling this out. The simplest fix, because I want it heavier anyhow, is to replace it. I mean, the arms I already have. That's the brass ones, these pretty ones. So, and it came with extra new hardware. But I'll have to replace the bottom, and I'll have to look into shocks to put this truck back together. So, these shocks aren't the greatest anyhow. But that's where I'm at. So thank you for watching. Thank you for coming back and enjoying. You know, it's like anything. You live and learn. It gives me something to stream about next Monday. Because this pile of parts is going to sit here until I figure it out. That's sort of how I end up with messes. Because I have half a dozen projects going on at any given time. And I just leave them sit until I get back to them. And that's where this is at. Because this is an axle. This is what the wheels were attached to. So we are going to go do some research, and we're going to eat some food because I'm hungry. And I'm not eating any more chicken. I'm not really a chicken kind of guy. I made it because I had to, because it was thawed out for like a while, so I had to cook it. So don't like wasting food neither. And well, I didn't lie. It was RC stuff. It was related. Wasn't working on the tent and the throne and all that, even though we talked an awful lot about that stuff. Shut this off now. Turn it down. So that's where we're going to leave it off. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for participating in the chat. Thank you all for watching me. And without you, this channel would not exist. And now, your favorite time of day. Put down that remote, shut off that TV, and walk to your door. Turn the handle and step outside. Because you never know what adventure awaits. Now get out there, play hard and play dirty. And I'll see you around the globe. God bless everyone. Love you all. I'll see you next time. Maybe we'll be working on this again. We will at some point be working on this again. So stay tuned. You never know what project will pop up. Could be this. Could be painting something. And we may have a guest. You never know. Have a wonderful night, guys. See you next time.